Hello, this is Candace Stewart, and you're watching Burl TV from AES Floor Live 2015. Check it out at Burl.
Yo soy Eco, de Lab, productor ingeniero de música urbana pop, ganador de 3 premios Grammy Latino, gracias a Dios. Y he trabajado con artistas desde Daddy Yankee hasta Ricky Martin, Teo Calderón, Cani García, London Symphony Orchestra y mucha gente más, gracias a Dios. Y los convertidores Burl tienen una calidad superior a todo lo que está en el mercado. Yo trato de utilizarlo en la mayoría de las mezclas que pueda. En la final conversión análoga a digital, cuando vengo de la consola análoga regresando a Pro Tools. Y se puede comparar la diferencia y la gente en esta era digital tal vez olvidan la importancia de un buen convertidor análogo digital o digital análogo, porque cada vez que tú conviertes la señal, si no la mejoraste, la empeoraste y hoy día hay tantos factores que pueden hacer un sonido llegar mal a la mezcla, que es importante mantener la mayor calidad posible en la mezcla hasta el final del stereo mix. Yo conocí de la marca Burl por Ricardo Cintrón y Mr. Snyder de GC Pro. Me dieron una unidad demo para probarla. Hicimos varias mezclas del álbum de Maluma y del álbum de Maía, que son artistas colombianos con quienes estamos trabajando ahora de Sony. Y la diferencia del producto final que regresaba al Pro Tools versus los convertidores pues, que estábamos usando antes, que eran los de los interfaces de Pro Tools, tiene una diferencia gigante en definición y obviamente ese es el proceso final del producto. Si los que mezclamos fuéramos pintores, pues esa es la obra final, esa mezcla estéreo que se va a entregar a la masterización y de ahí va a salir al público. Y mucha gente obvia la manera en la que regresa esa señal y usa lo que exista, y la calidad sobre otras marcas de estos convertidores es superior, pero por mucho. O sea, es del cielo a la tierra, es como, no tan drástico, pero es casi la diferencia de cassette a CD. Así que te lo dice Eco, 18 años de experiencia y el último año y medio estamos con Burl. Y Dios mediante, todas las mezclas y la música que escuches con mi nombre estará pasando por estos procesadores. Respect.
So my name is Mauricio Rigori and I'm a recording engineer. We use the B2 because we just like what it does. It gives it a little bit of a character, just a little bit something different from other converters that are very, very transparent. You know, this one's, if you want that extra little something, it's like a microphone, you know, it has a little something to it from another cleaner microphone, you know, so something like that. You know, but we love it, so thank you.
So my name is Brian De Oliveira. I'm actually a game composer, and I use the B2 Bomber, the analog to digital converter. And the minute I heard it, I fell in love with it actually. We did a lot of comparisons when we were doing listening tests and decided to go with the Bomber just because you've got a very solid image and everything just felt a lot more musical going through it. So yeah, that's a big reason why we chose this converter. And we've done quite a bit of productions with it. The last game that I did was called Tearaway, and which came out for the Sony PlayStation and also for the Vita. We've also done a couple DLCs for the new Batman Arkham game, so everything was recorded through the B2 Bomber. With the studio that we have, the way we do things at La Hacienda, I'm from La Hacienda Creative, basically we record all the instruments live. Sometimes we're doing about 200 or 300 tracks of live instrumentations, and basically I actually play all the instruments myself. I'll play all the orchestra parts, and then we'll mix it together. So that's a huge thing with this converter that we found. It was a lot easier to mix and be able to recreate a larger orchestral sound, even though we're in a small studio.
So my name is Jared Cravo. I'm a mixing engineer from Brazil, but I live in Montreal and I work at La Hacienda Creative with Brian De Oliveira, which is a composer. And I heard about the Burl converter about a year, 2 years ago. And we were doing some few changes at the studio, and we ended up switching between the Crane Song Head to the Burl B2. We A-B'd with a head, with a symphony that we had before, and it was like, okay, it had a sound that we loved, tight, punchy low end, smooth high end, and it was just a keeper. We just kept it, and we're using it every day for like 2 years now. I don't know what you guys did in there, but it sounds good. Like the low end is tight, was much nicer than what we had before, which, like I said, was the Crane Song Head. And the high end was super smooth. The image was good. What else? I don't know, it sounds good. Like when you do the A/B test between it was clear. It was a clear choice to keep it.
I'm Grand Mixer DXT, hip hop DJ, producer, songwriter, composer, musician, engineer, all the music stuff. One of my business associates, Bob Musso, was using one in the studio that I was working in, and I was really impressed. So I went and got one, and after a few sessions, I realized that my applications for it went beyond just the using it as a clock source for my I/O interfaces. Not only did I use it as a clock source, but it became my vocal I/O. So I do all my lead vocals through it, and I do it in stereo, not in mono. So I print all my vocals, 2 tracks, and all of my drums. I always record snare. If I'm sampling, I sample through the Burl. It is definitely the most transparent and great sounding I/O I have ever used, and it is the master clock of my DAW system. One of the other things I do is all of my soft synths, I never just play them directly into Pro Tools and keep them, just mix them based on how they exist in the DAW system. I generally come out of Pro Tools, I go back through the Burl, through the mic pre, through the Burl, back into Pro Tools, and it is actually day and night, the sonic quality and the enhancement that Burl brings to the soft synths. I mean, it really brings them to life. It really gives it the warmth that's missing from just doing it internally, just recording internally with the soft synths. When I first got into the recording industry, everything was analog tape. And so, this whole talk of the digital recording, I watched the whole process of it, the whole beginning of sound tools and the 2-track editing digitally. And so I watched the entire process become what is now solely a digital world as far as the music and recording industry is concerned. And one of the things that happened was we could tell the difference between the analog sound and the digital sound at that time, and a lot of us would prefer the analog sound because of the warmthness of it, and just the bottom, the warmthness of the bottom, and all of the transients that would really come through in the analog world. So, but now, through the B2, that experience is now back through the digital world. And Burl is one of the companies that really bring that home, and they deliver that quality and that warmth that we all love and missed for a while, leaving the analog domain and going into the digital world. And so now we're at that point where, Burl definitely delivers that and gives you that analog feel, that warmth, in your recording sessions.